continue to the question 3. Okay, let me continue to the question 3 then. A train traveling at 160 kilometers per hour takes 5 hours for a journey. And then now the train is going to the same journey but different speed. Now the speed is become already changed into 200 kilometers per hour. Now I want to ask you, the time taken, it will be less than 5 hour or more than 5 hour?
Less than
When
5 hours.
yeah, see, so when you see the time taken is the speed is getting higher, but the time taken is getting less, it means for this case, this is an inverse proportion. When it is an inverse proportion, you can multiply the numbers on the first sentence, and then the result we will divide it with the number that is from the question. So we do 160 times 5, and then the result we will divide it by 200. How many it will be? How many hours? Yeah, 4 hours. Is there anyone having any question or get confused? Maybe I talk too fast or anything. Is there anyone? Is there anyone having any question? No question? Okay. If you have no question, I will move to the question 1 of exercise 6.5 on your workbook. So in here, we already have the value. We have to increase or decrease the value based on the given ratio. Now I have 250. We have to increase it by ratio 8 to 5. So how many it will be? Anyone know? Is there anyone who knows the answer for the question 1A? How do we find it when we are going to increase the value from a given ratio? You can unmute yourself. Do not keep being quiet. I'm checking if you still remember what we have learned.
8 ratio 5 is 125 by 250.
Mm-hmm.
After we found 1, then
Yeah, we change it into a fraction. After we change it into a fraction, we just need to multiply it with the value given. So 8 per 5 times 250, it will be equals to how many?
400.
400. Okay. Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, now for the question B, we have the ratio 12.5 to 5. So, how do we find it? So, change the ratio into a fraction. 12.5 divided by 5 times 250. How many it will be?
teacher, this is inverse proportion.
No, this is increasing or decreasing.
625.
Yeah, 625. Please read the question properly. When it is inverse or uh, di- inverse or direct ratio, direct proportion, it will be given in the word problem. When it is not a word problem, like it say increase, decrease. So yeah, we only increase or decrease the value by the given ratio. It will not be related to inverse proportion or direct proportion. Inverse and direct proportion, it will be axis on the word problems only. But when the sentence is short, yeah, so it will not be uh, any direct or inverse proportion. Now let us continue for the question 2. Increase 75 by the following ratio. So, sorry, Brigita, are you telling me something or Mike?
185.
185. What did you get it? Can you tell me the steps?
87.5.
Oh, 87.5. Sorry, I could not hear it properly. Okay, is there anyone who get confused or get different answer or get confused to get 187.5? Is there anyone who get confused? Okay, if no one have no confusion, for the question B, when the ratio is 5 to 2, many?
187.5.
Yeah, 187.5. Actually, they are having a same ratio, only different number. The first one is given in the fraction, in a decimal. The second one is already in a whole number. Okay, for the question 3, decrease 120 by the following ratio.
80.
80, okay, correct. Is there anyone who get confused to get 80? So change the ratio into a fraction, times it with the value given. 2 into 3, so it will be 2 per 3. We times it with 120. The answer it will be equals to 80. Now for the question B, into ratio 1 to 4, how many it will be? Okay, is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay, if you have no confusion, let us move to the exercise 6.6 on your workbook, page 10. A photograph measuring 12 by 8 centimeter is enlarged by the ratio 9 to 4. What is the dimensional on the new print?
27 centimeter by 18 centimeter.
How did you get 27?
12 times 9 out of 4 and
Yeah, so 9 out of 4. Okay, so it will be 27, and then the other one, 9 out of 4. We multiply by 8, so it will be equals to 18. So the new dimensions, it will be 20 centimeter by, 20 centimeter by 18 centimeter. Do not forget to write the unit, yeah. Okay, is there anyone having any question for the question 1? Or maybe I talk too fast? My voice still laggy or anything? No question? Okay. If you have no question, let us move to the question 2 of exercise 6.6. Now we move to the page 11. Oh my god. My slide's gone. Oops, sorry, my slides is suddenly missing. Okay. My slides is missing. Okay then. Maybe we will continue the workbook tomorrow. My slides is missing. Is it okay if I continue to the revision? Yes, 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 yes.
Did you know exercise 6.2 until 6.4? I'm not get to write it. Can I turn it back? I forgot to write it.
Which one? Which one? 6.
Workbook, it's exercise 6.2.
Oh my god. I'm not sure if I can go back. So yeah. Okay, let me retype it again. So for the question, yeah.
Signal.
Okay then, so it will be, yeah, even mine also was not good before, so it will be 5 per 9. Yes?
Will you share this PPT?
Yeah, I will share it, but I don't think I will have the answer. Usually I do not attach the answer because I want you to try to listen to me, and then if you have any question you can ask me any question. Yes, yeah, I will share the PPT, but I'm not sure I will have the answer. So the smallest one in here, it will be 48 degrees. And then for the highest one is the number 4. So for it will be 4 times 48, which is equals to 192. So the highest one, it will be, or the largest one, it will be 192 degree. And then for the question 3, this is inverse proportion, because when the speed is getting higher, the time taken will be getting lesser. So it will be 160 times 5, we divide it by 200. The answer will be equals to 4 hours. Okay. Is there anything else that you need to see, Ezra, or only this one?
Teacher.
Yes, that's it. Okay. Okay, if only this one, maybe for the page 11, I will continue tomorrow. I will discuss some revision question. My slide suddenly missing. So in here we are going to revise. We will revise from the ratio first. Divide any value into a given ratio. So the first thing that we have to do, you can find the total. So the total ratio for N3 example, the total will be 7. The total, it will be always equals to the.
Hello?
Yes, hello. My voice not audible.
It's buffering.
Buffering. My voice, yes.
Buffering.
Later I will share the PowerPoint. Yeah. You can write the answer first.
Hello?
Hello. Is my voice not audible or is it audible?
No, lacking teacher.
Checking the your screen is buffering and your voice also buffering.
My screen is still buffering.
Cannot hear before.
Okay.
Teacher, do I need to write this or just listen to teacher?
You need to write the answer. I will share the question later.
Do I need to write the question?
No need. Question, no need. Because the question I will share it later. Is my voice still buffering? Yes. Yes, Ramar. Yeah. Write the answer. No need to write the question. Okay. Is my voice better now or is it still laggy?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, so now let us continue for the question 1. There are two people in here, Kate and also Graham. They are sharing 105 into the ratio 4 to 3. And then the things that we have to do now, the first thing we have to find the total number of parts. So for N3, the total it will be equals to 7. So 7 it will be equals to 105. Now we can find 1. How many it will be if it is 1? Anyone know? If 7 is equals to 105, so 1 will be equals to how many?
16.
15 or 16?
15.
Okay, 15, sorry. Yeah, so 1 is equals to 15. Now we did the question. There are two people, Kate and also Graham. Now we just need to find how much that Kate has. So the ratio for Kate is 4. So we need to continue if 1 is equals to 16. So 4 later it will be equals to 4 times 15, which is equals to 60 pounds. Is there anyone having any question or maybe my explanation is too fast? Is there anyone having any question? No question? Okay. If you have no question, let us move to the next question. Feel free to ask me whenever you have any question. So for the question 2. Sorry, is it laggy, Arthur? Sorry? Confused. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, yeah. Already done or are you still copying? Okay, if you're already done, I will move to the question 2. Now for the question 2, there is a person named Talil. Talil is going to make some some mixture that is made from cement, sand, and also gravel. The ratio is already given 1, 3 to 5 by each weight. And then in total, the concentrate is 180 kg. Now Talil only has that much kg. We need to check if the mixture in here is enough or is there anything that is missing from here. Like do he has enough cement, do he has enough sand, or does he has enough gravel or anything. We need to check it. Now we already have in total is 180 kg. So it means, wait, my voice
It's
still
your voice.
echo. Yeah, echoing. I know. It's
Echo.
echoing. Let me try to mute all of you first. Is it still echoing? Hmm.
Yes, it's still echoing, teacher.
Oh my god, who is screaming? Hello? Is my voice still? Okay. Why suddenly it's echoing? Yeah, wait, let me try to mute all of you first. Hello, is it echoing now? Still echoing or no? Is it echoing? Is it echoing now? No. Okay. Okay then. How is it now? Is it still echoing?
No.
No. Okay then. Okay, so for the question 2, we already have a ratio 1, 2, 3 to 5. And then we also have the total weight for this constraint, which is equals to 180 kg. Now we need to check how many cement do we need to make this mixture.
20.
So in total 1, 3 and 5 in total it will be equals to 9. 9 is equals to in total 180 kg. So now when we are focused we are need to find the 1. 1 it will be equals to 20. So now for the cement it will be equals to how many for the cement?
20.
Sorry. Yeah, so the cement it will be 20 kg. If sand how many it will be?
60.
Okay, sand the ratio is 3, so 3 times 20, which is equals to 60 kg. And then for the gravel,
100.
yeah, it will be 5. So 5 times 20, which is equals to 100 kg. So now read the question, does Talil have enough cement, sand and also gravel?
Not enough cement.
Yeah, so he doesn't have enough. Okay, is there anyone having any question, or maybe my explanation is still confusing for you? Yes.
Wait, teacher, I want the coffee.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, let me know if maybe my explanation is still confusing or my voice laggy or anything. Let me know if you're already done copying. Yeah. Done? Not yet.
Teacher, why he doesn't have enough cement? Teacher?
How many cement does he has? Talil
One.
has 15 kg of cement, has 85 kg of sand, has 100 kg of gravel. Now when we are going to make a mixture in here, we have to follow the ratio. The ratio is given into for the cement, sand and also gravel. The ratio has to be 1 to 3 to 5. Now in total, the mixture is 180 kg. So we need to find the total. 1 plus 3 plus 5, the total will be 9. So it means 9 will be equals to 180 kg. So when we are going to check 1, 1 will be equals to 20. Now we follow the ratio for cement, sand and also gravel. The ratio for cement is 1. So 1 will be 20 kg for cement and he only has 15 kg. So it means he doesn't have enough cement. And then for the sand he has like 85 kg. If follow the ratio, we only need 60 kg. So it means he has enough sand. And then for the gravel, we follow the ratio 5 will be equals to 100 kg, and he already has the 100 kg. So it means he has enough sand, has enough gravel, but not enough cement. Is it clear enough, or are you still confused, Janice?
Clear, teacher.
Okay. How about the others? Is there anyone having any question? Can I move to the next question? Okay. If you have no question, I will move to the next question. For the question 3, there are 3 people, Liam, Sarah, and Emily. They are sharing money in the ratio 2 to 3 to 7. Emily got 80 more than Liam. There is a word more than. So you need to check. You need to check the ratio for Liam and also Emily. Emily got 80 more than Liam. So for the Liam, it will be 3, and then for Emily, it will be 7. So if we focus on the ratio, how many more is the ratio for with Emily than Liam? How many more if we focus on the ratio?
5.
Yeah, so 5. So now we will use 5 is equals to 80 pounds. Is there anyone who get confused? Why did I write 5 is equals to 80? Because it says more. So we just check from 7 is how many more than 2? 7 is 5 more than 2. That's why we have 5 is equals to 80. So now we find 1. 1 it will be equals to 16. And then the question is asking how much money did Sarah get? Sarah, the ratio is 3. So we need to find the 3. 3 it will be equals to 3 times 16, which is equals to 48 pounds. Is there anyone having any question, or maybe my explanation is still confusing for you? Is there anyone having any question? No? Yes? No question. Okay. If you have no question, are you done copying? Okay, I will move to the next question then. So usually for the ratio, it will be like axis on the when we are going to make any mixture, maybe for building a house, or we want to make a cake. This is we are going to follow some ratio. So this is if the ratio in some recipe of making any cakes. So there is an ingredient for 4 people making any pear and almond crumble in here. It needs 80 gram plain flour, 60 gram ground almonds, 90 grams of brown sugar, 60 gram of butter, and then 4 ripe pears. Now we need to find the ingredient if there are 10 people. How do we find it if there are 10 people? So maybe the easier one, you can check from 2 into 10, because we are going to find 10 and we already have 4. You can use a fraction in here. The things that we are going to find is 10. So we use for the floor, we will use 10 by 4. Times it with the flour needed when there are 4 people only. 80, which is equals to 20 gram. Is there anyone who get confused? Or maybe you can use if flour in here. 4 will be equals to 80. So I need to find 1. 1 will be equals to 20. So later if there are 10 people, so 10 people it will be equals to, oops, sorry, did I make a wrong calculation? Yes, I make. It will be equals to how many if 10? 200 gram. The 0 is missing. Okay then. Is there anyone having any question or get confused with my explanation? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. So now can you tell me how many gram of ground almonds will be needed? How many almonds will be needed? How many grams of almond will be needed? If you are not confused, you can use any other way, any way that you like to use.
300.
Is it 300? Are you sure? No, I disagree with
No.
300. Maybe you, sorry?
150.
450. Is there anyone?
150.
Oh, 150. Yeah. Is there anyone who get confused? I agree with 150. So because this is 10 out of 4, we multiply it by 60, or you can find 4 is equals to 60. So it means 1 will be equals to 15. So 10 it will be equals to 150 gram. Okay, thank you, Orfeo. Now if brown sugar, how many brown sugar will be needed? It's okay if the answer is in decimal. No one try to help through the chat box. Please me and how many?
225.
Yeah, 225. Is there anyone who got different answer or get confused to get 225 gram of soft brown sugar? No? Okay. Now how many butter will be needed?
150.
Okay, 150 gram, correct. How many ripe pears do we need? Ripe. Sorry?
10.
10.
10.
Is there anyone who get confused so far, or maybe my explanation is confusing or anything? No? No question? Okay. If you have no question, let me know if you're already done copying so I can move to the next question.
No. No.
Okay. Are you done copying? Okay. I think we still have like 3 minutes left. We can discuss one more question. So in here we are going to make 500 milli of this food, and then now what will happen if we are going to make the 2000 millimeter of custard or custard, I don't know how to pronounce it. How many sugar do we need? The question only asks, sorry, how many? Sorry?
Times 40, teacher.
From 500 into 200 you multiply it by how many? From 500 into 2000 multiplied by how many?
40.
Multiply by 4.
Yeah, multiplied by 4. So we count 50 times 4 for the sugar. So how many? 50 times 4? 200. Is it 200 grams? Yeah. Or is there anyone who get confused to get 200 grams? No? Okay. If no one get no confusion, let us move to the question B. The amount of milk needed if we are going to make 750 milliliter of this food. How many will be needed? How many milliliter of milk will be needed? Is there anyone who already find the answer? You can use calculator. Yeah, you can use a calculator. Okay, thank you. Is there anyone who get confused to get 600? Is there anyone
Can
who
we
get confused?
500 by 750, teacher?
Sorry?
Can like 500 by 750 or to
The
find
one that you are going to find out will be at the top. So you do 750 out of 500. You multiply it with the number of milk. Yeah. Or you can just do like the milk 400, if 700 milliliter, wait, sorry. If you get confused, you can write it one by one. Now we focus on the 500 milliliter. If 500 milliliter, we will need 400 milliliter milk in here. Now we are going to find if it is 750. If 750, so maybe to make it easier, we can find the 250 first, because 500 divided by 2, we will have 250. So we will divide it by 2 also, it will be equals to 200 millimeter of milk. So later when it is 750, so we just need to multiply it by 3. 200 times 3, it will be equals to 600 millimeter of milk. Is there anyone having any question or getting confused? No? Okay, if you have no question, I think that's all for today's class. As the homework, please try to finish the workbook on the page 11 and also the revision question that I'm going to share later in the afternoon. So tomorrow we can just directly discuss all the answer. So next week we can have the chapter wise test. Okay, I think that's all for today's class. Good morning and thank you, students.